So we have a major problem on our hands, and it is the fact that stores are about to lay off a massive amount of employees. And as stores decide to do this, guess what's going to happen? There are going to be buildings that will go empty. These will be retail spaces, office buildings, and even warehouses. And as the warehouses, the office space, and the retail locations all go empty, we will see banks not get paid. And guess what that means? That means there'll be more tightening throughout the economy. That means there'll be less spending from the American people. And we will go into a deeper recession or potentially a depression. Now, here's what I want to show you. Look at this. So Walmart, they're closing stores in Chicago and customers really are not happy right now. But why are they doing this? Well, it's because of crime, and it's also because of spending. This is just 4 locations in Chicago. This was just announced a few days ago. We also know Best Buy. They're laying off hundreds of employees, and stores are closing simply because they are planning to move their business online. Again, this is something that we've known, but it's happening more and more as we speak. We also know, and again, this just came out today, or actually yesterday, but legendary retailer files for bankruptcy as it plans to lay off 9,000 workers, leaving customers worried about their orders. Guess who's laying off 9,000 workers? It is David's Bridal. David's Bridal filed for Chapter 11, and they're going to lay off, I believe, 80% of their 11,000 employees. We also know J. Crew. They laid off 3% of their workforce. This happened just recently. Everlane slashed 17% of corporate employees, and they're cutting their staff. We know luxury furniture brand RH, Restoration Hardware, they're laying off hundreds of employees as well. And here's an interesting one. Bell Helmets, because of their profit declining, they're going to lay off employees and relocate their headquarters. Think about that for a second. Bell Helmets. The reason why I'm showing you all these different articles and headlines of companies that are laying off employees. Well, just this one, for example. They are going to relocate their headquarters. Guess what that means? Do you think their headquarters is just somebody's just going to come and up and buy them? Probably not. So what does that mean for that office building? Well, it's probably going to remain empty. Like I said, as companies either relocate, lay off employees, file bankruptcy, or just completely go under, what's going to happen is that these businesses are not going to be able to make their payments. Of course. Well, if they're not making their payments for their office building, for their retail location, for their warehouses, guess what? The banks aren't getting their money either. And you know what happens when the banks don't get their money? Well, everybody else is screwed. So, this is just a sign. Again, I'll walk back through it. Okay? Got Walmart, got Best Buy, we got David's Bridal, J. Crew, Everlane, Restoration Hardware, and Bell Helmets. That's just to name a few. They are all laying off employees. You think this is all of them? This is just what I pulled up in a quick search on Google. I typed in retail layoffs, and all these popped up within the first couple pages. Guess what would happen if I spent a little more than just 20 seconds Googling this? Well, I find a lot more. That is problematic. That's problematic because a lot of people at this point don't realize what's coming. So, here's my advice to you. Be prepared. Be prepared because stuff is going to hit the fan. Okay, when I say SHTF, I am serious. It is going to hit the fan. And when it does, it's going to take everybody down with it. Here's one thing I can promise you. Right now, I will be here every step of the way. I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. All you got to do is 2 things. First off, as always, if you could, go ahead, hit that like button on this video. And it just tells me that, yes, this is an important topic and you want to know more about it. But also, make sure you click that subscribe button so you never miss an update. Now, here's the other thing. Again, I will be here every step of the way. And a lot of people will not. Here's the reason for that. According to many experts, what we are expecting to see is people are going to lose their job. As they lose their job and we don't see companies hiring full-time employees, they're going to have to go get 2, potentially 3 part-time jobs. Just think about that for a second. Think about how much harder it's going to be to earn an income. If you have to go and you work at job A, you work there for about 5 hours. And then you go to job B and you work there for 5 hours. And you do this every single day. Guess what? You're going to work 70 hours in a week. That's a lot. You're not going to be able to spend your money. You're not going to be able to enjoy your life. It is just going to be difficult. But according to experts, it will only be temporary. But here's the problem. The majority of Americans are not going to take on a 70-hour work week. According to reports and according to studies, about 38% said they would work 40 or plus hours, 40 or more hours. So the majority of Americans want to work less than 40 hours, but they want to make a full-time income. This is somewhat troubling because what we are hearing from experts and what we are seeing across the board is we are going to be seeing layoffs. As we do, the American people are going to need to understand that unemployment and the unemployment benefits is not going to be there forever. It's not going to be a massive amount of money. It would actually be less than what you're getting now. And as it goes away, as you run out of your weeks, guess what? You got to go back, got to find a job. Chances are you'll be finding a part-time job, and it'll probably not be something that you are really into. It's just you need the money and you'll accept whatever's out there. So, one other piece of advice I have for you guys. This is something that I tell a lot of people as well. Do yourself a favor. Start preparing. Put more money aside. Okay? Work a little bit harder. Work more. Start a side income. Start your own business. Whatever you need to do. Mow lawns. Wash cats and dogs, or whoever you wash. Right? Figure out a way to make a little bit more money. I say this because right now, it's still fairly easy to make money, but, and I've seen this before, and I saw this back in 2008, 2009, 2010, we started coming out of it a little bit, but what I started to see is people were selling stuff. They were getting rid of everything. They were not spending money. So if you want to make money and you want to start a side business, now's the time to do it. Start buying stuff off Craigslist and flip it on Facebook or eBay. Start to sell things you don't need, like a car, an RV. Maybe you have a toy, a dirt bike, a four-wheeler, a side-by-side, a jet ski or a boat. Sell it. Because again, prices are coming down. You want to sell stuff as high as possible so that you can actually use that money. All right? So, that's all I got for you guys today. One thing I can tell you, one thing I just want to end with, is that you know your current financial situation. Nobody else does. So again, prepare a little bit better, save money, earn a little bit more income, cut your expenses, find a way to ensure that you are going to make it through this recession. Because again, according to all experts and all economists, based off what I'm reading, we are going to be headed towards a recession probably within the next 3 to 6 months. So just be prepared for that. And let's get out of this. All right? Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.